Have you ever looked completely calm on the outside, while your mind never seems to stop moving? People tell you that you're organized, reliable, successful, but they never see how much effort it takes just to look that way. They don't hear the conversations happening inside your head, the constant checking, the endless planning, the fear that one small mistake could unravel everything. And maybe that's why you've started wondering. If you're functioning so well, why do you feel so exhausted? The answer isn't as obvious as it seems. Because sometimes anxiety doesn't slow people down. Sometimes it teaches them to run faster. High-functioning anxiety often hides behind achievements. You answer messages immediately. You arrive early. You prepare for every possible outcome. You keep everyone happy. From the outside, these habits look like discipline. Inside, they can feel like survival. You may struggle to relax without feeling guilty. You replay conversations long after they've ended. A simple email can sit in your mind for hours because one sentence might sound wrong. When someone compliments your work, relief lasts only a moment. Your brain begins scanning for future problems before they exist. Not because it's irrational, but because somewhere along the way, predicting danger felt protective. That pattern slowly shapes your relationships. You become the person who always remembers birthdays, who fixes problems before anyone notices, who apologizes even when nothing was your fault. People admire your reliability. Few notice the fear quietly fueling it. And after enough years, you may stop asking what you actually want. You only ask what will prevent disappointment. This doesn't mean you're broken. It means your nervous system learned a very effective strategy. If your environment once rewarded perfection, or punished mistakes, your brain adapted. The mind isn't trying to make life difficult. It's trying to keep life predictable. What once protected you slowly became your default setting. Imagine your brain as an overly sensitive smoke alarm. A normal alarm waits for fire. This one reacts to burnt toast. The intention is protection. The problem is sensitivity. Your brain's threat detection system, especially the amygdala, works closely with areas that predict future outcomes. When uncertainty appears, your mind starts generating possibilities. Your prefrontal cortex tries to solve every one of them before anything happens. That creates the feeling of constant mental work. A simple mental model can help. Think of your attention as a flashlight. An anxious brain doesn't choose where the flashlight points. It automatically shines toward possible danger. The longer it stays there, the more real those dangers begin to feel. Fortunately, attention can be trained. Not through force, but through repeated experience. The first principle is noticing the alarm without obeying it. When your mind says, "Check it one more time," pause for a few seconds before acting. This small delay teaches your brain that uncertainty can exist without immediate action. Instead of reinforcing fear, you begin creating tolerance. For example, after sending an email, resist rereading it 5 times. Let your discomfort rise. Then notice that nothing catastrophic happens. The second principle is separating preparation from reassurance. Preparation solves real problems. Reassurance tries to eliminate imagined ones. Before making another list, ask yourself, am I preparing? Or am I trying to quiet anxiety? That single question activates reflective thinking instead of automatic habit. The third principle is giving your nervous system evidence that rest is safe. Many people with high-functioning anxiety only rest after finishing everything. But the brain never finishes creating tasks. Schedule 10 minutes where productivity is not the goal. Take a slow walk. Sit quietly with tea. Watch the evening light change. These moments gradually teach your brain that safety isn't something you earn. The fourth principle is becoming curious about your inner dialogue. Notice how often your motivation comes from avoiding failure instead of pursuing meaning. Replace "I have to do this perfectly" with "I want to do this carefully." The difference seems small. Yet your brain experiences less threat and more choice. Over time, that changes how effort feels. Here's the idea worth remembering. High-functioning anxiety is like driving with one foot gently pressing the accelerator all day. The car keeps moving. People admire the speed. But the engine slowly overheats. Healing isn't about turning the engine off forever. It's about realizing you can lift your foot. And the car won't suddenly stop. Your value was never created by constant tension. It was simply hidden beneath it. Perhaps the quietest sign of healing isn't becoming fearless. It's discovering that your mind no longer has to predict every storm. Before allowing you to enjoy a clear sky,